Yeah, greetings to the family. I love you all. This is the moment of truth. Yeah, let us call a spade a spade. Let us say the truth. It is time to rise up and tell the pastors what they are doing is not right. Building churches for God. But God said He does not live in a building built by any pastor in Ghana. Building mansions. Some churches are mansions. Building mansions for God, but God does not live in a mansion. God said He lives in a human being. That is what God said. Pastors are building mansions for God, but God does not need mansion. Foolish born-again pastors who are believers and not thinkers. Foolish born-again pastors who are believers and not thinkers. Building mansions for God, and innocent people are sleeping on the streets. People are jobless, no industries in Ghana, and foolish born-again pastors are building mansions for God because they are only believers. They are not thinkers. They are only believers and they are not thinkers. The pastor will take money from the church members and they will give it out as loans. They will establish microfinance loan. When you go there, the church will give you loan and then you will pay the interest. The church give you the loan and you pay the money back to the church, forgetting that they took the money from the church members. Foolish born-again pastors who are believers and not thinkers. Building a house in the name of God, and God does not live in a house built by a human hand. God does not live in any building in Ghana. But foolish born-again pastors who are only believers and not thinkers. Let us face the fact. Christianity or religion in general is the reverse of your mental status. Religion is the reverse of your ability to think. Because your leaders, the pastors, they are foolish born-again pastors who are believers and not thinkers. They take money from the poor people and they themselves are rich, foolish born-again pastors who are believers and not thinkers. It's only wicked people who do that, extorting money from the poor citizens. You are riding in Range Rovers. People, the poor people, you are extorting money from them. It's only foolish born-again pastors who are believers and not thinkers. Yeah. Let us get serious as a nation. Yes. As for me, I will always tell you the truth. It's not fair. And the Christians too. A Christian or a Muslim will give out money to his own brothers and sisters in the form of loan. Because maybe they are working in the bank. So they give the money out. Or even if it's their personal money, they give it out to their fellow brothers and sisters as loans. But whenever they are giving it to God, they give it to God for free. Any money given to God, they don't need any interest from God. Any money given to God, Christians, foolish born-again pastors, they don't need any interest from God because they are giving it to God for free. But God does not need our money. God does not need our money. Giving money to dog, and God does not need our money. Foolish born-again pastors who are only believers and not thinkers. They don't think. They don't think about people. Robbing money all the time. Robbing money in the name of God. But God does not eat. God does not use dollars. God does not use any currency on this earth. Because God is dog. Dog need a bone. When he don't pay, Kanama here don't pay. God does not need any money from me. God does not need any money from anybody on this earth. Only thing that dog needs is a bone. It's only foolish born again pastors who are believers and not thinkers will be extorting money from the innocent citizens of Ghana. It is time to stand up for our rights. It is not fair. Christian, one in you be na tie. What the bossama nandia what the interest ya ka ho. But what the sike asondem akomenya media eno de no interest. What the sike nyame kwa nyame de wo hia interest dia wo nyame ho. But what the sike man nua bi ofia was sister fia sika obaji ya eya na wo de kakra kan ho because nka de adwuma nka o de adwuma nka obenya so mfaso nti ni nua no mfa emfaso anka obenya nka ho as interest emre no. But the money that they gave to God, they didn't request any interest from God. They didn't even request the money back. It's gone. And God is nowhere to be found. But the only thing that a dog need from you is a bone, not your money. Foolish born again pastors who are only believers care about their bellies, care about themselves. They are only believers and not thinkers. Yeah. Abusianfo, I love you all. This is the moment of truth and natural wisdom. May the movie say, let us wise up. Let us be vigilant. Do not be wasting your time in the churches. Do not be wasting your time. Let us get serious. Let us invest our precious time into doing something that will benefit us in the very, very near future. Do not be wasting time. Time is precious. Yes. Do not be praying to any unknown God. Relax. Yes. I love you all. This is the moment of truth.